Alright, you guys, today I'm going to be reviewing one of my most pretty anticipated films of this year so far. It's only in the second month, so it's not really, overly anticipated, but I wanted to see it, and I have, and that is Flight. Here's my cinema ticket to prove I watched it. Otherwise, obviously I've seen it, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. But yeah, Flight stars Denzel Washington, Don Cheadle, John Goodman, Bruce Greenwood, and Kelly Riley. It's basically directed by Robert Zemeckis after his 11-year hiatus from making motion capture like Beowulf, Christmas Carol, Polar Express, and he produced different stuff. Mars Needs Mums and that. So yeah, basically Fly is his 11-year hiatus, as I said. Castaway was his last film, and Flight is his new film. I'm really glad he's making his movies back again. He's one of my favourite all-time directors. I mean, he's made some classics: Forrest Gump, Castaway, the Back to the Future trilogy, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I fucking love Robert Zemeckis. So yeah, basically, you pretty much all know the story of Flight. In a brief outline, Denzel Washington is a pilot who he smokes weed, he drinks, he takes cocaine, and he's a bit of a loaded gun when it comes to drugs and alcohol. So basically, the first frame of the film is him in a hotel, sniffs some cocaine, fucks some prostitute, drinks loads, goes on his plane, takes some vodka, even more vodka after having cocaine, puts some vodka in orange juice, has it, sits down, has a plane. It's normal flying, He's, hello, my name's Captain Whitaker, I'm your pilot for today and whatever. Normal until both the wings just start kind of messing up, and the plane goes in an inverted dive, which means he actually gets to tip the plane round. And there's a really cool shot in this movie where the plane is just like this, and the guy's like, "What the fuck?" It's really awesome. And then it just crashes in the middle of nowhere. Now this isn't a spoiler because it's in the movie. So basically, he survives. Apparently, this is kind of a spoiler. So guys, if you haven't seen this film, or if you don't, you might not care. This isn't a massive spoiler. Basically, 4 people die. He's not one of them, and he basically is being. He survives, goes to hospital, and kind of Don Cheadle is this, sort of a lawyer attorney, and he basically goes, we found your DNA test, your blood test, and you've got alcohol in your system and cocaine, and the guy's like, so what? And he goes, well, that could mean life imprisonment. And he's like, you're not a pilot, what the fuck you on about? And he's like, well, no, I'm not a pilot, but I'm a bloody good lawyer, and I'm telling you, this could be life imprisonment. And he's like, fuck. So he just drinks more and more and more, and he just keeps. He kind of feels depressed. Kelly Riley, who is in this film, right at the beginning, some of the concepts I didn't really like was just as it was going into the crash, there was it cut with bits of Kelly Riley taking heroin and trying to be a porn star and her dodgy doings. Didn't really like that element. It was supposed to be the main part of the film right at the beginning, and it just kept turning, and it's a bit annoying with the music and everything. But after a while, them two get together. She takes heroin, and they're both very troubled characters. They're both absolute alcoholics. They get together, have a relationship, and as the movie progresses, it goes to the law, kind of lawsuit about the people who died. That's basically kind of. I know I said that was briefly, but it took about 3 minutes to actually explain that. But oh well. But yeah, basically, I thought the film was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was amazing. I think Denzel Washington has received an Oscar nomination. He was amazing in this. The main reason I watched this was for Denzel, Robert Zemeckis as well. Just a film I really wanted to see. I don't know if I'd watch it again. I don't think I'd buy it on Blu-ray or anything. Some films are just one watches in your lifetime. Really, I mean, they're not. It's not a film that I just constantly watch, because it is quite a powerful, compelling film, and it was really powerful actually. People think this is going to be an action film. It's not. The opening scene of the plane crash is only for about 5 minutes. The other 2 hours is just him trying to solve out what happened to the plane. Him drinking alcohol, being troubled, the lawsuit, Don Cheadle. John Goodman, who's a drug dealer in this. He's a great part. But yeah, I thought it was a really entertaining film. you know, if you're a fan of Robert Zemeckis and Denzel Washington, you definitely have to watch this film, especially if you're a big Denzel Washington fan. This is one of his greatest performances, in my opinion. I mean, I've seen him in a lot of films, and I've got to say, this is one of his best performances ever, if not even his best. I know he won't win the Oscar because it's definitely going to be Daniel Day-Lewis or Hugh Jackman for Les Mis, because that's how the Oscars are, you know. They don't actually think who is the best performance. Robert De Niro should have won for Taxi Driver, but he didn't, did he? And he was bloody, like, the best performance in a film ever, you know. So they're not. I don't think he'll win because the Academy are like that. They don't actually choose who is the best actor. They just say, "Oh, this film's won the best picture, so that guy's just going to win the best actor." No, I think he should actually win. I think the best performance I've seen from all of these films is either Daniel Day-Lewis or Denzel Washington in Flight. Another thing I want to pick up. This was rated 15. I think this should have actually been an 18. Fuck me. This film had a lot of drinking. He took cocaine about 20 times. There's about 40 fucks in it. Sex, a bit of violence. The plane crash was extremely intense. I was just feeling a bit weird because I was in a black room. I knew no one there. Obviously my mate I knew there, but that was the only person I knew in the room. It was just dark, and the plane crash intense. It was actually like I was in a plane crash, and it felt really, really weird. It was a bit intense, but yeah, whatever. Overall, I really enjoyed this. I think this is a really, really good film. I'm glad it at least got 2 Oscars. I'm glad that the Oscar did actually appreciate it as a film, and they haven't just said, "Oh, this is another blockbuster. Throw it in, get a couple of $1 million, put it on DVD. That's about it." No, it's got some Oscar nods. That's pretty good. I highly recommend Flight. I thought it was a decent effort from Robert Zemeckis. A nice concept, and yeah, that's my review for Flight, guys. Thanks for watching.